What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Baxter, we're gonna be playing some. Star Realms tonight. Chilling, hanging out. Happy Friday to everybody. Hope you guys are doing super awesome. Let's get into it, shall we? We got a level 50 to get to. We got a level 50 to get to. Howland's foe. I think because they took 5 on Imperial Trader, we have to take the recycling station. Seems to make sense because we need to when you get that recycling station out, we'll just end up using that for trade over and over. Just makes sense. There's no way for me to get rid of the unless I do like this. Nah, no idea. Contact both our scraps. Here, I think we can just go into bases against Puppy. We could probably just start doing next game. What's up, Bubba? We got a Bubba Boo over there. Being a Bubba. So they get the cycle. They get 3. Oh my goodness. Well, that's the dream. But they couldn't take it all the way. They couldn't take the dream all the way. That's no good. Doesn't matter which one we pick. We're gonna be able to have one to take spike pods. So that's gonna be a good take for us. We don't have any blue. 1631, no problem. Excellent. Keep chugging away. We'll see. We'll see if we have a good enough session. If we have a good enough session tonight. This seems pretty interesting. We have the wall set up, but we don't have like any damage. Let's take a war kite. That wouldn't be too bad. That wouldn't be too bad. We need to draw to get the war kite though. Draw 2 would send 2 back and then draw into 2. Would that be better? Or would it be at 1, draw 1 for 50? Regardless of the situation, we need to, can I get the loyal colony? Can I? Two here, but only if we get faction 2, and we have to cycle there. So it'd be 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 6. So it wouldn't be enough. So why don't we take the? Why don't we do this? Let's get crazy. Do we have events? We do, and we still have 2 here, so we'll be fine. Plus we can kill a base, no problem. We don't mind killing a base. Yo, what's up, Brian? I think discard is going to be pretty strong. Don't mind taking the 1 and 3. We could star market for backdoor, but I don't think we want to do that either. I like doing this. Yeah, I like this. So we can do this. Take barge. Wow, sick. Super sick, actually. So we pop both those out, 40-39. We have 4 of those out, and now we're just gonna basically have a triple discard almost consistently. It depends. If they get a really good turn, they'll be able to hold that off. But dude, Brian, we hit the 62-8, man. We hit the 62-8 official. 62 friggin' 8. We're nuts. Here we have bases as well, apparently. So apparently we're going bases in a few games. I think this is just gonna be game here. Okay, this will be another draw 2. And I think that's just gonna be game, so we will we'll just finish this one out. Normally I like to be one who is gonna go through the overkill. We're gonna work through it, we're gonna really chop into it. We have quite a few games to get through. I'm not quite warm, you know, I'm gonna we need to give it some time. We got some coffee, we have a few hours. Let's see what we can put together. Okay, so we have the option to do 2 or more outposts. No. Trade Federation with a Trade Federation base. No. So we actually can't get either of those, which means we're what? Just playing for victory. Wait, are we just playing for victory in this one? Like straight up? That kind of sucks. Oh, we lose so hard. Can we win? Hold on. Is there a win condition? All 3 scouts have to come out, and then Death World Met Cruiser would still be a draw. It's a loss. It's a loss no matter what. I'll let him administer the loss. Man, not being able to have any missions that we're gonna do anything there. That's rough. That is rough. Panjack looks like we're gonna be able to take that with the nice obliterator here. Let's play to get a draw, see what we get. Blob Destroyer, that's awesome. Obliterator gonna give us the damage and another draw. That's why we cycle that one out. We can take out a Brain World for funsies. Still getting warmed up, don't need anything there. 27 gonna be the kill. So what is that? Is that 2 wins? Wait, I haven't been updating this. Hold on. (2-0). Now we go over to Davis, the vanilla champion. What are we doing? What are we doing against Davis? What kind of a deck? Looks like we need a little more scrap. Holy, yeah, let's take, or do we just try to slow it down with base? Not a lot of damage. Do we just try to slow it down? He's just gonna scrap down and go crazy. We only have the 1 scrap card. 8 to 5. He's 3 scrap ahead. 1 scrap here might take.
Brooklyn in the house.
We've had Brooklyn in the house for 16 months. Are you even kidding me? Thank you so much, dude. Much appreciation. It's great to see you, Ken. I hope you're having a wonderful beginning to your new year. Thank you for 16, dude. That's crazy. It's you're actually nuts. Thank you. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Much appreciation to you, man. I think we'll go missile because we have draw. We already have a little bit of a lead, so let's just try to keep pushing and pushing. Bases will not save you if he scraps out. I'm sure it said earlier today with that same comparison. Him bases, me scrap. So my thought there is because, by the way, Kinnison, it's great to see you. Hello. So yeah, I think because we have draw, because we have both blob fighters and the blob carrier, if we're able to get our draw going, that's going to be more important. So maybe us taking scrap, we should be able to get there in time. Beginning of the game against Babongo. Star Market, Security Craft, Barter World, Command Center. Holy, this is a very juicy row. We're up against scrap. So we could either choose to go very aggressively, but scrap with a bases combo could be pretty devious. We're guaranteed another 4, which would put us into bases. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean scrap, but it could mean some survivability to build up into things. I think we're gonna open Star Market. A part of me might want to open Security Craft here, but I think that would be kind of crazy. Security Craft just as a means to, basically we'd say, okay, you're gonna go fast with scrap cards that don't do damage. What if we just take damage cards? Can we beat you to the race? But if we take Security Craft, they go Star Market. They start off with the 3. If they get the 3 stack, they'll take Falcon. Let's go. We're going Market. I don't like seeing that gunship come up, I'm going to be honest. Because now I have... Do I have to take that gunship? All right, against Samson. What was our first take? We got a battle mech, so we'll go ahead and take a lunch break. What's their damage look like? Defense spot. I'll take a Stellar Reef. We'll take a Stellar Reef early. Let's see what we can do with that. Stellar Reef's gonna be an excellent card if you can tuck it behind a couple outposts. So we're gonna try to see if we can get our hands on some outposts in that game. See if we can crank it. This is a nice little setup for us, isn't it? They're off to a very quick start. But so are we. I like the Royal Redoubt here. Royal because of Falcon and Command Center. If we can just keep getting some big bases out there. Other option would have been the Federation Shipyard. I don't know if anybody would have taken the Federation Shipyard in there instead, but that certainly would have been an option. With the new lights, look how good the green screen. Look how nice it is. My old light setup, you know, with the ghetto things on the side left so many shadows. These new professional, like, studio light, like, these things are nuts. They're doing work. Unfortunately, you can still see the top of the finagle bagel back here, so it kind of removes a little bit of the illusion, but man, looking sharp. We looking sharp out here. I'll take a junkyard because I'm a crazy person. And we'll keep these two for one more go through so we can try to get up to either Fleet HQ, Central Office, or the command ship when we get our good draw. Junkyard is just for the soak. Six here. I think we can afford to do the scrap though to take the bike. Other options would have been Portical or Junkyard, which would have been totally fine. But I think taking the bike with one scrap to Imperial Embassy Yacht, it looks like we want to move into bases if we can get there. A green towel to throw over the chair. Ooh, that's a good idea. Or... you guys have to tell me if this works or not. So far it looks like it's okay. Oh, did it work? Oh, it worked! Kinnison, you're a genius! Shout out to friggin' Kinnison over here! Dude! Genius! Oh, you're so cool, man. Why are you so cool? That makes me so excited. Oh, you're good. Okay. Now we're in it. Holy. Okay. 11 brings that to 16. We have 8 and 4 for 12, which brings it down to 4. I think we just hold on to this. Should be game next time that comes around. Oh, dude. Kinnison, it's just so cool. Oh. These lights are so good too, because it's like crinkled up. It's like totally like crinkled and everything. But these lights do such a good job of just spreading light evenly. Holy smokes, it's so nuts. Even with the crinkle, we still rocking. And we are going to take an Explorer here for the same reason we kept the other two, because we're going to be cycling into a whole bunch of scrap and not a lot else. All right, this is our Domla. This is our game against the Dom. The Domola. I'm gonna start with the draw. We'll leave the Unity Fighter because it's only gonna be one scrap, and I don't see any other red cards out there right now. And then we'll just hope that we can get a nice big draw engine going. So we already had the blob. Let's check our other missions here. We have 2 or more outposts, machine cult. So right now, our machine cult count is, we have the ships, but we don't have a base. So we are looking at this machine base here to complete what we need. And then 2 or more outposts. Cargo can actually probably cycle out here. We can do the damage. 2742. It's also gonna put pressure on them. We took the cunning captain just so they couldn't try to snag it. Anybody playing any interesting games? What are we playing? What are we playing out there? I know the Christmas sale for Steam was just in. Did anybody pick up anything? Or did we mostly... Ooh, this is nice. We get the central here plus the combo. Anybody pick up any interesting games, or are we just kind of chugging along with the same things we've been playing? I'm sure everybody's still dabbling in the realms. 1 scrap, and we have 1 scrap. A little bit of survivability from us. They have survivability as well in the form of bases. We need to make sure we have damage to get through them. They have that parasite that could drop for 6. Frontier might be an interesting option here. 2 bioformers. There's also the supply bot. So I think 54 to 43. I think supply bot's going to be the choice. Embassy yacht is a no-brainer after that. Considering that we do have the stealth tower, our opponent has a couple bases. We're gonna try to go into base as well. A bunch of Race for the Galaxy. Awesome. On the table, or is there a digital version? Race for the Galaxy was one of the first kind of deck building-ish games that Sarah and I played, like back when we first started getting into tabletop games. Really enjoyed it. We found out that we were playing it incorrectly the whole time, which was fun. But yeah, we love that game. That's cool that you enjoyed as well. I haven't played Roll for the Galaxy. But I love dice rolling games. Love them. I don't know what it is. Don't ask me why, because I can't really pin it down why I enjoy them so much. I just find them really fun. When you use dice as a resource, I find that just awesome. I have a lot of fun with it. So I haven't played Roll for the Galaxy, but it looks great. But that's coming from somebody who's, you know, looking for that in the first place. So this is gonna be a base destruction right here. That's gonna be another victory. So we'll change this. I think we're at 3 and 2 now. If I miss a win or a loss and I don't change the record, please let me know. That would be excellent, because I have been known to forget plenty of times. Andrews Road. We're going in straight. Wow, fresh meat, ladies and gentlemen. Level 4. Level 4. Let's go. I've not tried Roll either. Bummer. I was hoping you had so I could ask about it. The app is fairly good. Nice. Probably has something to do with always being lucky. I don't know what you're talking about. Pup time? Is it pup time? Clever Messy Player swears by Roll for the Galaxy. Man, it seems fun. So that's why I would want to play it. It just seems super friggin' fun. Do they have the ability to take this out? They do. Do I have to get rid of this to take a 7 like a lookout post? We need Star Empire, 2 or more bases of the same faction. This is tough. I think we have to keep that. Because we have to just play to missions. If you're playing missions, I don't know about you guys, but when I'm playing missions, I feel like you have to give yourself outs for the missions unless you just are building just something that's absolutely ludicrously like good. I don't know if that makes any sense. If your deck is just amazing, maybe you can neglect it, but otherwise, neglecting missions kind of feels like a death sentence. I think this is my league game. Yeah, I think that's my Board Game Geek league game. They seem to play back pretty consistently too, so should be fine. I'm back. Dallas wins 9 points in last 5 games now. Wait, what? Dallas 9 points? I must be missing. What sport are we talking about, Kinnison? Trade Federation base, 2 or more of the same faction. We have Trade Federation ship. We could go storage silo, actually. Storage silo trade hauler, storage silo probot is what I meant to say. Because that's gonna complete the condition anyway. Hockey, gotcha, cool. Other good dice games. Alien Frontiers Kingsburg. Haven't played any of those. Dice games that I have played include... that I've liked include What was that one? Oh, Bang? The like the Western themed, that dice game is super fun. Love that game. We played Dice Forge. Dice Forge was pretty cool. Sarah got this like little Lord of the Rings dice game that's kind of like Lord of the Rings Yahtzee. It's kind of interesting. But I need to play more dice games. The thing is, I don't like the randomness of dice games. I like using them as resources and making decisions based on rolling dice for resources. There's probably other games I've played that are dice based that I just can't think of. Our closet is pretty full of them, but Burgundy is excellent. Yes, Castles of Burgundy is one of Sarah and I's favorite games. We love that game. Since you get to be a ghost and do things after you're dead. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds good. I'm in on that. Haven't played it. Haven't played the expansion. Games like Zombie Dice are okay. I don't know if you guys like that game or not, but that game maybe doesn't quite. You know what I mean? Supply bot. Do we have to? Okay. Okay. How OP is Imperial Trader? We already have a scrap card. Imperial Trader is that OP, isn't it? I think it is. I think it's that OP. Because we have Ram and the Imperial Fighter we could take. Like we could go bot Ram Fighter. We could go bot Ram Pilot. We could go bot Ram Pilot here. Like we can set up for this, but man, I guess I don't think I can do it, you know? I don't think I can do it. I don't think I cannot take that with already. If I didn't have a scrap card, I might consider not taking it. But we already have that scrap card, so we don't need to worry about it. We have an Imperial Smuggler here, and they took the mech. We need to go for the Leviathan. That's why we don't take Alliance here, but we could still take it if we want a Glorious Return 1 to take the Alliance. But I think we want to Glorious Return something into our hand later. Probably not. We actually might just want to go for the 3 and take like Survey Ship. I want to guarantee we get the Leviathan. Our opponent has Veteran Pilots, so we're going to need it. Patrol Mech is a pretty slow card. They're going to have 4 again, maybe for the Screecher. So that's going to put that much more pressure on us to try to get theirs, excuse me, fast as possible. We could just 2 for an Explorer here. Let's just 2 for an Explorer, that'll be fine. And we're on the queue, excellent. And we'll be doing some bets here. We'll do some bets on some real-time games in a bit. Trader, pretty amazing card. I like it more than Race still, I think, but that Cargo Mech, amen. It's a 3 money draw, it's always a buy. True, Sarum. Good to see you, by the way. Great to see you, man. The only thing about it was that there was another, like, the counter buy would be, is another scrap card worth not taking Trader? Is another scrap card worth it, right? That's the question that we were asking. One Deck Dungeon is a great dice game. You probably dig that in the app is solid. One Deck Dungeon. Let me write that down. One Deck Dungeon. I'm already interested. I love kind of like dungeon crawlers. Dice Dungeon Crawler would be like my dream. I mean, like we're playing a Gloomhaven campaign right now. We're having a blast with that. Dice not really involved, but you know, the card flipping and stuff, I don't know. I guess there's no dice in that, but I'm having a blast with Gloomhaven. For those who have or have not played that, highly recommend. Played in real life with Colony Wars, Crisis events, Kickstarter events, year 1 and year 2 promos. Oh, I think I saw that photo that you sent. That sounds nuts. The Kickstarter events, especially, like those get pretty interesting. Is nobody queuing the game? Are you kidding me? Get out of here. New game. Let's quick start here. Come on, watch. Immediate queue after I just reset it. I just need to reset it. One Deck Dungeon. Now it's worth noting, guys, we have a billion, million, trillion games in our Steam library we need to play, and I'm probably thinking we can come across some that mimic some of these games that we're thinking of. what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be focusing on Star Realms. I'm going to be focusing on Star Realms up through Origins, I think. We're going to focus the stream on Star Realms up through Origins. That doesn't mean we won't play some other things. We might take some seances to go play a week's worth of a puzzle game that might come out or something we're really interested in going through. But we're going to really stay focused on Star Realms and keeping kind of building the stream around Star Realms. We're going to try to run both the Dirty Duel 2 and the Dirty Duel 2 and the SRP 3, the Star Realms Pre 3, both of those before Origins comes around. So there's going to be a lot going on with the stream. And then what I'm probably going to do is, since we have so many games to play, I'm probably going to upload videos to YouTube or maybe a different platform. You can actually do it to Twitch as well. I forgot that. You can do that to Twitch. Oh, snap. I forgot you can just do it on Twitch. Maybe we can do that too. You can just have like a video premiere on Twitch. And then you like, it streams it live. Like it's a live stream sort of a thing. But when I'm actually live here, I want to focus on Star Realms. Anyway, I'll be figuring that out. But I do still want to like keep touching base on other games and stuff like that. Trader is the best economy card. Change my mind. I mean, I guess Cargo would be the only one that would give it a fight, right? It's just the 3 and draw. Stellar Ray? I mean, so Stellar Ray does the same thing, but you can scrap it out for 6. I think Stellar Ray has an edge. But that's just me. So this is like an all format? Oh, everything but Gambits. Okay, G White, Grandma White. Trade Federation, 2 or more outposts, 7 or more ships. Trade Federation. So there's no Trade Federation base out here just yet, so why don't we go 7 or more ships? Let's at least try to get that. We got the Falcon here. Then for 2, we could take Warkite. 2 or more outposts, that doesn't really take us in that direction. Trade Federation, why don't we just go ahead and take an Explorer then? But taking these cards would also make it so it's more difficult for our opponent to get those things. But I think we'll just do this. So it's gonna start us off with 3 here, because we're gonna get the 3 stack because we did get the event for 2. And then we'll be rocking and rolling. So let's go ahead and get another game queued up. Why don't we open up a bet? You guys wanna open up a contest? Let's get a contest going. All right, will I win the next game? Will I win the next real-time game? You can feel free to place your bets. Ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna make the minimum bet a little bit spicy. We're gonna go 500. We're gonna go 500 here, and I will go ahead and create and start that competition. Ladies and gentlemen, will I win the next game? You have 3 minutes. 3 minutes to get your bets in. Exclamation point bet. And then win or lose, and then 500 to 10,000 things, however much you want to bet on that. And we will, as soon as that's up, we will queue another game. It's Friday night. It's Friday night. Where are the people who are queuing? How are there not people queuing this? What's the format? The format is quick. Quick match. We will quick match a real-time game. We have no control over what the format will be. We have no control over who our opponent will be. Brian has been known to be a sniper of the thing. Guys, we're 40 out of 50. Are we gonna hit level 50 tonight? Are we gonna hit the 50 milestone tonight? It's feeling pretty good. We've been doing great. We've been on a tear. We hit the 62.8, 62.81. We're even moving up past that now. Look at us go. We've been grinding. I think we're actually number 3 on the weekly. People got people to see. So, I mean, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, but only this time. We're gonna start with the trade pod. A battle pod would be a great. What do you guys take in those 2 situations? Battle pod or trade pod on this row? I go trade pod because I think some big cards are gonna pop up because there's so many low cards right now. Battle pod would be a great take as well if I was trying to go really aggressive. Colin, I think, is gonna be a win for us, so we'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, right now we have one bet with 120 to go. Estimate point bet, space, win or lose, whether you think I'm gonna win or lose the game, space, and then you can bet as many things as you want. So we're gonna send both these out. We'll go here for a scrap. We will go here for a scrap, here for a scrap. And then in theory, we should just have the win. But I don't know because I can't click their deck, so who knows. And it looks like we're already searching for another one. Okay, so everybody thinks I'm gonna win, which is great. If I snipe, it's guaranteed payout for bet win. The cool kids hang out at 50. Cranky, aren't you at excuse me, aren't you at 51 now? Okay, they went blob wheel. How blobby are we? I'm feeling pretty blobby. I'm feeling pretty blobby. Woo-hoo-hoo, let's go. Let's get blobby with it, you know what I mean? Holy smokes. All right, 20 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Last chance to get your bets in for anybody who wants to bet. Exclamation point bet, you got 15 seconds. You're gonna have to type pretty quick, exclamation bet, then win or lose, and then the amount, 500 to 10,000. Once that closes up, we will cue a real-time game. We'll get it going. It just said it's my turn. Did anybody else see that? It did just say it was my turn, and then showed that it was not my turn. All right, we'll start let's start a queue for a real-time game in the quick match. Let's see what we get. That was the fastest real-time queue I have ever had. That was... were they waiting for me? What was that? I clicked the Q button and it immediately triggered. Was Last BC is somebody we run into all the time. They're in the real-time queue. It seems constantly. It's level 65 too. We got some top row, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm 50. I thought you had crossed over 51, but I could be wrong. We can take a look if we need to. So, Fortnite here does have events, so we're gonna want to make sure that we're playing our method properly. Want to make sure we're doing things properly here. So, depending on our draw, we could get a port-a-call early, and that could be insane. Super, super insane, actually. So if we get a first turn port-a-call, I like our position here. It was a bombardment and a trade mission. So the trade mission gives us the what are they thinking of? Are they thinking, or do they just not realize they got a queued game so quickly? Maybe they did the same thing. Maybe we clicked the button like almost at the same time. Well, rip the dream, ladies and gentlemen. Oh! That's not good. I think we get rid of that card with Battle Pod. I'm gonna take the Blob Overlord so we can get rid of the bases so they don't sit out. Weird turn from us, I'm not gonna lie. Weird turn from us. That's fine. We knew what we were giving up by doing what we did. We knew what we were giving up. But having the Blob Overlord makes it so that I'm surprised they didn't carrier. It's true, because they could have carrier to the top of the deck. Man, it's gonna come down to this. It's gonna come down to not bottom decking the Battle Pod and them not getting the monies. But I think we had to play pretty defensively. Like, we had to play really... We had to respond to what they were doing. Blob Overlord gets us most of the way to killing Port-a-Call. Does kill the bike. They might just be having connection issues. They're waiting until 10 seconds every single time. Okay, so no 7, no 7, no win. Well, now I'm screwed. Okay. In before 7 money. You called it, man. Holy smokes. Did you call it or what? Yeah, they go freighter. That makes sense. Whew. Well, that sucks. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. At least I was the only one dumb enough to bet on you. True. I mean, I have to take every discard card that I can get my hands on, because they're gonna move very, very quickly. They're gonna be able to take ships to the top, so this is like a mothership to the top of the deck, which is just so savage. 5 only kills 1 base though. If they choose to kill Butterworld, which I think they would, right? Then at least we get Faction with Battle Pod for the extra damage, which would kill Port of Call. But we're gonna try to keep bases out on the board as much as possible, just because they have Freighter Port of Call that they can start with. Really good combo to be in from Was Lost PC. Yep. To be expected. Do we take the War World? Or do we take the Mech World? Mech World factions all of this. I think Mech World's the better play. I need that card, but he'll take it, and that just exacerbates the issue even more. So keeping bases out, which isn't too bad. Trade wheel will at least soak. Our bottom deck is savage. We need that scrap card up on top. Oh, it's so bad. This is so bad. You guys are watching. This is, jeez. Oh, it's so bad. I mean, hey, double discard. We're starting to make them discard things. That's kind of nice. Scraps out 2, why not? Gets more draw, why not? Can cycle out another card, why not? Good, play that, good. Discard 3, awesome. Just friggin' brutal, man. I don't even want to be here anymore. All right. Well, 0% of all bets and 0% of the total pot. Holy. That was... No. Not good. We need that scrap card faux show. They're going into some blue, some Shenane. Let's get rid of the Fahehe. Perfect. 2 scrap cards to go along with the Blob Rush. Are you kidding me? Hell yeah. Brian, I think, and what Craigie's pointing out as well is that there was the blob carrier was out there. Yeah, the carrier. Thank you for reminding. Yeah. All right, we barely beat Cryptic Colin, so that makes us feel a little bit better. We can go back up to our 4-1 here. So what do we have? We have 3 ships of same, 7 or more. So we're looking for draw. Awesome. And then we'll take Falcon if they'll let us have it. I don't really feel great opening carry, then putting on top really limits our trade options next hand. It's true, but there was, I think, a battle pod. I think there were some cheap greens out there. I mean, if you open up with like a... So this is just me discussing, I don't really have a side on the issue. I kind of like Portugal just because so early in the game, Portugal just seems to be so devious and horrifying. Just to get through a 6-butt base at the beginning of the game is already pretty savage. Let alone setting up a situation where you get that trade early. What do we have here? Single turn, ally abilities from 2 different factions. Acquire a ship and put it on top, a ship or base of 4. And that's for 2 different factions here. Boom, 2 difference, perfect. And now I'm thinking that we could go with the convoy. Other option could be the command center. We have the blob. We only need to be able to get... It's the authority gain that we're going to struggle with. I think we're going to go command center. No, we'll go convoy. We'll go convoy. I probably could have scrapped that out. We don't have any authority gain. So we're at the mercy of our ability to get that last to gain 3. Trade hauler. I think we have to take the trade hauler then. Wish I hadn't played that Viper right about now. That's so bad. It's so bad. All right, well, we'll hope for, let's see, we'll hope for an event, a hero, or something. I need a hero. We certainly do. We certainly need a hero. So against Betty White here, we got the, so they go 3-2, interesting. That was an interesting take. Outpost, trade fed, and then the 7 cards. So we already took the draw. I feel like we could take another draw here, but we need the faction for it. So I think taking the Merc Cruiser before is gonna be good. We'll see what happens. Marshall M. Marshall M, we get a match. Really early Mech Worlds against the Rush, as it were. We will Cutter and Frigate to continue our rush and go full Rainbow, because Rainbow is the 2nd best faction besides Bases. Bases is the best faction. Super old school all format. Am I trying to go up for 2 to grab a 2? Keep our draw intact. think we do. Let's pop the energy shield here to get absolutely robbed. We're guaranteed 5 plus the draw to go up to 7 for Dread, or we'll guarantee Construction Hauler. And maybe we get Dreadnought. Would I rather have Construction Hauler this early though? I don't think so. I think we just want the Dreadnought. Let's get that bruiser damage. Let's get that damage out there. So I think we are in the weekly. I think we are up there. Number 2. Look at us go. We're number 2 in the weekly. Pandilia's grinding though. Like holy. All right, against Jay. We're entering into some of these issues here, starting to see. Okay, so can we do it? We have to go for it. How much do we sell out on it though? That's the question. Do we go like do we go something that makes sense, like a Merc Battlecruiser for the deck if we're gonna get cycled over to it? Because I think we could get there. It also denies them from getting it. I think we do. Two for the silo. $30 to 17. We might end up. This is gonna be weird. It's gonna be a weird game. Back to our game with Lux. Imperial Frigate to the discard. A scrap out for 3. Is it worth it for the Blob Wheel? I don't think so. I think that might be kind of exacerbating the issue. It could be annoying, but I don't think it's really doing what we're looking for, which is trying to end the game. We have such a strong start and such a strong lead. This was us setting ourselves up for at the end of this deck cycle. Hopefully, we're able to get the necessary draw and other elements here. 2 or more outposts in play. This is gonna be for the draw. That it could be for the Trade Federation ship and base. That's gonna be nice. So we will take that. Still haven't found a game. Still haven't found a 48. So this is in the rush. They could get Command Ship up to the top. Let's try to deny that from happening. That does not sound fun. I don't mind taking a battle station, and I don't mind taking a frigate, that's for sure. Battle station, I think paying 3 for 5 on a one shot is all right. I'm okay making that decision. Especially towards the end of the game. And then what it also gives you is kind of maybe sometimes some like difficult decisions to make, question mark? I am gonna draw here for either Hauler or Dreadnought. And it will be the Hauler. Wow, and we get that top decked as well. Good stuff. Okay, we lost against Jay. Unfortunate. Sigh. 3 ships from different Blob and then the Finagle. Well, can't do anything with the 1, but we had to take the Probot there. Lux takes some things. We are just going to continue to try to end the game as fast as possible. And we should be able to. Should be able to if we keep up this pace. We have 3 for either the blob wheel or the survey. And as crazy as it may seem, yeah, it's crazy. But I'm not gonna do it. I changed my mind at the last minute. I was gonna go survey ship. We'll go construction hauler instead because our opponent just took 4 explorers. We're okay with that. We're okay with 4 explorers going with the blob wheel. All right, here's Betty White. We want that assault pod, probably, maybe. A single turn gain. Do they go up for the 4? Nice. That was well played. Well played by them. We still don't have a Trade Federation base. We're set up for our 7. We need outposts, which we can't get right now. There's another chance at a draw, but this is a chance at outposts here for Ram, so I think we have to. I will scrap this out, do some damage, 47, 43. We did not hit our draw, so that's unfortunate. We need another draw. So we still have a chance at it with Predator and Assault Pod if we can get those to sync up. Whether we can do that or not, though, is a whole nother issue. Single discard, no problem. We got a scout in our hand, so we will use the supply to scrap out a scout from our discard. Continuing the same idea here. As much damage as possible. This will be a double scrap and double discard against our opponent. That'll be good. Yo, what up, Warhawk? How we doing? Good evening. Happy Friday. Happy New Year. How you doing, my friend? So there is the Dreadnought. So we actually get the Dreadnought and the Construction Hauler with a ton of draw. Looking pretty spicy in that one. That's for sure. Looking pretty good. We have a little bit of ground to make up with the 4-2. Looks like against Lux we should be able to take it. We'll see though. Boom! Boom, ba-boom, boom, ba-bongo. All right. So take us up to the 5-2 there. So I feel good playing Star Realms now. I've been doing a lot with Frontiers lately. Awesome, nice. Frontiers is a lot of fun. That's really cool to hear that you're playing with that. I can't wait for it to hit the app because I'm gonna play a lot of Frontiers. I think it's a great set. I think it's a great set. I think it's a really competitive set. I think they made the cards have a lot of synergy value within factions, but also a pretty intense synergy value outside of faction. I think there's a lot of cards in every faction that have a good like value with the card itself, but then if they kind of like, they also give you a reward if you stay within a faction with like the double faction, the double ally abilities. Wow, what do we do here? Do we play it slow or do we play it fast? We had a Fleet HQ, no scrap. I think we're gonna start with the Federation shuttle like a crazy person. Oh yeah, I'll take 2 Federation shuttles. I'll be that guy. I'll do it. I'll take the hit. Lux is looking to play Corset here. I don't know if they were playing Corset in the last one, but the boss system that makes you think about how you were playing to beat them. Oh yeah, you're talking about when you talk about the boss system. You're talking about the challenge, right? The challenge cards. Are there events here? There are, so we could try to get crazy with the events. Let's take another draw card. Not that this really matters, but you know. So I haven't actually played the challenges. Sarah has, and she had a great time with that. I think actually she played it with I don't know if Colin's here or not, but I think she played it with Colin and company. I think that's going to be a pretty strong go of it. But yeah, she had a great time. She said it was a lot of fun. It was challenging. Looks like Lux is just trying to play, aren't they? They're just here. They're here and playing. Okay, they take the 4 and they'll have 4. We're gonna take the Blob Fighter and then go for 2. Wow. So we get a scrap, we get 2 Federation shells and 2 blob fighters. We have 5 1-cost cards. Jeez. That seems a bit insane. Do you want to start a real-time game? Do you just want to keep grinding out the 48s? I mean, we have a couple people who are actually playing back and forth, so that's not going to be too bad. And this is our scrap card right here. Yeah, sick. So we're moving so quickly here. I think we do want to get rid of our Vipers. This will take us up to 7. I think we're gonna go here, so that we have a connection option with the construction hauler. So with the dreadnought here, if we draw and we don't get one of the blue, we're going to keep the Imperial frigate. If we get one of the blue, we're gonna sack the Imperial frigate because we split up our 2 blues and we're trying to get something to the top of the deck. Hey, Poop Farter. We've played a few games against the Poop Farter player. It's weird saying Poop Farter, I'll tell you that much. So we have 5 here. Defense Center actually might be kind of spicy. This is crazy. What a buy. We go Defense Center on turn 5. That's a super early Defense Center, but we have 2 Federation shuttles that'll really power off that, and they barely have the damage to get it, and even then they'll have to get a perfect draw to get rid of it. So that could actually work out really well for us. But we also have scrap, and that's the big reason I'm taking that as well. Man, we can't quite get the command ship. We can't get a mining mech though. And then we can draw it. And then we can take a battle bot. And we can take a bike. That's a good opener. That's a great opener right there. Marshall and Lux are playing back super fast. Man, the floating head is so good. It's so good with these new lights. Okay, so once again, if we draw blue, Imperial frigate's gone. I'm a man of my word. Close, but no cigar. So we'll take the port of call as a means to do exactly what we were trying to do before anyway. Start a game with Anarchy. Excellent. And then we'll just go into damage. I think we're set up in that game. Star Empire. Okay, what was that? 7. So 7 or more. So we got Armada, Unite, 3 ships from different factions, and Dominate with Star Empire. I think you just start out with a convoy here. So it's 1 ship from 1 faction, and then we'll try to just take ships from other factions. And that'll be what she wrote there. Can we pass up a cutter? Given that we have 2 Federation shuttles and a defense center and a scrap card? I don't think so. Brian, would you have taken the ram there? I don't know if you're still here, if you were watching, but I know Brian is a big Ram fan. Big Ram fan. I mean, Ram's a great card. Let's not try to pretend that like we need to actually come up with a reason why not to take a Ram at any point. But I think taking the cutter, given what we're doing, what was the thing? There was a Ram and a cutter out here, and our deck is 2 Federation shuttles, a defense center, 2 blob fighters, and a trade bot. And I was saying I ended up taking the cutter because we had 2 Federation shuttles and a defense center with scrap to back it up. And now, of course, we will take the ram. And I was just like, would you have taken the ram there over the cutter and given our cutter to the opponent? Considering that they have a freighter, I think. So far, it seems like these games are going pretty good. I wonder if we can hit the level 50. Hive here is going to be great for us. Just continuing to build up a nice wall of annoying things to get through. John Henry. I don't think I've ever played John Henry. That name does not seem familiar at all. We have to discard a scout. We can scrap it with the bots. That's going to be okay. And then 5 for the mech is going to be totally fine. I might have drawn with frigate there. You might have cycled that out. If I'm trying to think, why did I not do that? I think we're gonna wait to salvage the freighter. The reason I didn't do that is because the game's over. I tend to lose a lot of focus on a game when I feel like I'm gonna win. And I know there's some danger in that because I'm known to make a couple of what we'll call poor decisions as we're going down the stretch. We just finished the game with Noom. Cutter is not a bad pittance considering we didn't have 3 for the supply. We need to win 10 games. We have quite a few games open in various states of completion. The 4 that we're playing like most recently that we're continuing to take moves in, I feel confident we're gonna win all those. Or at least our openers kind of move in that direction. I'm gonna take the shuttle because I'm a crazy person. Poor decisions like taking heal on defense. If I could stay alive long enough in that game, I win. That's the only reason I did that. Because they don't have scrap. So, and I do, and I have authority gain. I have scrap and authority gain. So as long as I stay alive, I don't lose this game. So that's why that decision. Whether right or wrong. So this is either a fleet or a blob world, and I think we're gonna go blob world, although... Yeah, we'll go blob. $24-49. Okay, so they take that to the top survey. They go for a lot of trade here. This right here is a stellar ray. Stellar ray that we will salvage to the top of the deck. Giving us the 3-1, and then we do have the market to make the factor world 7. So we just need a little bit of fortune here. So that's 6. We just can't draw the Viper. What's the over-under on us? What's the over-under on a... You have other authority gain, which is why you take as much combat as you can. And this will be a 3-draw, 5-draw turn. Holy smokes. Killing faster is better than living longer. This could just be like the lack of, you know, context given the message format, because it's like in a Twitch chat. But killing faster is better than living longer seems to leave out a lot of also like a lot of other things. Like winning the game is the ultimate thing, right? Like I think we're all in agreement that if you win the game, that's the most important thing. So if I'm being inefficient, or if like taking authority gain, if we like calculate that that's inefficient, if you're winning the game, the inefficiency I think is forgivable. But that could just be me making stuff up. For our 2 here on the draw, I think we do need to cycle out the frigate here. And now we'll take the trade wheel to get the draw with the hive. That's pretty dope. That's a sick draw. That's a great draw as well. This is me just getting really, really ridiculously savage because the game is over, so I'm just kind of doing things. I think you play from the 4 slot every time if you have games on next page. Faster grind, no page flips. Ah, I see what you mean. I mean, yes, this is like min-maxing stuff though. Like you're totally right. But I'm not trying to like Yes, you are correct that would probably be faster. I will continue to probably go back to the last game. I still don't understand why they haven't fixed that. It's kind of weird. Corey Bear 88 we've played against a few times. Interesting format here. This is like something they specifically chose. Are they like doing the missing expansions? I don't think Corey Bear 88 is somebody who's in the group. I think we just go Blob Wheel. I think Blob Wheel's a decent opener. We just played a game against Rebecca. I can understand that, Cranky. I can understand that. But you know, it is what it is, you know. I don't know. Just playing games. Just playing games. We get to Factory World, which is excellent. Now if we can get some scrap cards, we'll be set on that one. Use the potential of people that are playing back actively. I mean, it's true by going to the next page or whatever. I could see that. I think Junkyard will be okay here. Watch me throw this game for no reason. As I've been known to do. Throwing games not out of the it's in the playbook. It's in the playbook, okay? It hangs out. Looks like we're doing pretty well in this game. That draw's gonna hurt us though, because they get that, which is a double draw, which they get all the cards they just want, which is more draws. Interesting. We get all the discards though. So we can actually send both these down to the thing. Holy smokes, we have a lot of stuff. We probably actually wanted to use Imperial Trader here. That was my bad. Yeah, I think I screwed that up. Let's get crazy. What do you do when you screw something up? You angry panda the row. Isn't that what it is? So we're gonna take the cutter so that we can get the colony seed chip. In theory, maybe, kind of. Nope, close though. Triple discard is pretty savage. Screw it, we'll take it anyway. We could take the one, but I'm not worried about it. That game's gonna be locked up and loaded. This game is gonna be a victory for us. We don't actually have anything for the draw for the faction with that, so maybe we actually go something like a supply or something else. It's a draw towards the other things, why not? So we get the 2. Let's try to flip a big base out here so that we can get the big base. Not a big base. And we actually didn't even end up drawing the we didn't end up drawing the construction hauler. All right. Music. We did it. We have victory music. So we'll go over to 6 and 2. Let's keep getting these games going. Or the most efficient thing for me to do would be to just play so fast. So we want the single draw here so that we get the scrap. Draw here. Draw 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would give us the 6, which is not quite enough. So let's go scout out there. 4, 15 to 30, and we will let this ride. So as soon as we beat them, they're queuing another game, and that's what they get. I think we have to go for that repair bot, guys. We got the 50%. Feels good, man. How much green do we have? Not a lot, but we do have the stealth tower. They have some things and stuff. I think it's gonna be a great buy. We have the supply bot, so why don't we go ahead and get rid of this so we can get rid of the central, send it back into the pile. I want to keep the frontier ferry because I think I have 2 of them. I think I bought 2 of them. Man, now we're actually queuing into games here. This is excellent. They went Trade Federation there. That's interesting. So you can draw because we have the scout here. We actually drew, I think, the only starter. Yeah, we drew the only starter there. We get another double discard. We're moving on the discards. That can be pretty tough. That can be pretty tough to try to keep up with. For 3 here on an opener, I think we go 2 to see if we drop a 1. Doesn't happen. I think trade pods. So did we ever figure out why, according to Homer Jr.'s like sampling, and like why does the research show that trade pod is a card that scales poorly? Did we ever figure that out? Like, what was the explanation? Why would trade pod scale poorly when it's giving 3 trade for 2? It's one of like less than 5. It's one of like 5 cards that you can pay less to get more value from. Federation Shuttle, trade pod. I mean, then you go into Colony Wars for trade hauler. Cargo mech. No, cargo mech is 5 for 4. Or 4 for 4. How am I not? It was just so crazy because it clearly showed, like, he had a sample size that may have like been, maybe you could consider it like too small, but it seemed, it is like, you know, it's enough to be like, why is this happening? Okay, so they have bases and scrap, but otherwise not too much. 5 for 4, right. I was like, if that's a 4 for 5, that thing should not be 4. But I mean, trade pod's one of the few cards. It just seems strange. I think Spike Pod's gonna be great for our deck chem. Trying to do a big puzzle with no picture? Oh, jeez. Do you even know? Is it like, wait, you just have a bag of puzzle pieces? How do you even know that they're like, are actually all to the same puzzle? I think we're just trying to draw in here. Hey, Stips! I bet they show up in the stream any minute now. All right, Gibalud. Let's go up to 7-2. We on the grind tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We on that grind. We moving 42 out of 50. Are we doing it? Wait, is this gonna happen? I mean, we keep winning. I mean, we're moving. We've had. I mean, look at our sessions. We've been doing work. Completing the puzzle solves the mystery. Gotcha. We could draw it for 2 and take flagship this early. That could be pretty exciting. Or even crazier, we could go junkyard. I think that's a great buy. They don't have the damage to kill it, so this is gonna keep scrapping out every single turn. Junkyard for life. Uh-oh, they're moving now. Oh, Lux. Lux is feeling it. Uh-oh. Why didn't they use the... Uh-oh. I think we still win, but holy smokes. Poor man's Portugal? Ooh, wait, but Junkyard scraps. Remember all those damages you skipped? I thought Cranky would be the one to bring it up. Surprised you were. This will be an open, actually. So we have to take Gunship. I think we want to use the smuggling run to get full value. Perfect. It's exactly what we wanted to do. We actually took a supply and flipped a supply, so nothing we could have done about that. Oh, there it is. Yep, I figured you guys would bring that up. Good. I'm glad you guys are both there, both doing your thing. You keep it up. Keep living your life. So they get flagship. We'll go frigate. Gotta go frigate, right? Keep in mind, we're still winning the game. Like, you know, I don't. Whoops, didn't want to do that. I want to do that though. So we had the factory world in here somewhere. I think machine base is going to be excellent. Let's get machine base in here doing stuff. Do we even have damage? We don't have like any damage, but we can keep taking, we can just keep going savage here. Let's try to flip some other things, shall we? I like 2 and 3. This lets us keep everything that we got going right now. Then we can go 1 and 1. So pop here to kill the fortress. They've scrapped out 2. This will be a ping on factory. Cutting captain for the double. Let's do it. So that hopefully makes it more difficult for them to try to calculate what they're going to be doing on their next turn. Always remember the great Alderan whiff of SRP1. And that's another victory there. Excellent. Let's go and update this to 8. We're at 43. We're at 43. Brian. So they got the solar skiff. Do we have to barter here? Barter battle? Barter for a seed ship? I think we have to fight for it. I don't like leaving all that scrap out there, though. Vector? I think we played against them recently as well. Trade fighter isn't going to be too bad. Start with trade. So I actually really like Trade Fighter when you have something like Command Ship up. I like having to discard to annoy my opponent. Nate L. What's up, Nate L? Okay, now we have missions. 2 or more outposts, Colt, and then 3 of the same faction. So what we're basically doing is we're going Colt. But look at the skiffs. Do we just take 2 skiffs? I think we have to get the supply. Gots to. And I think we'll take the solar. I think we'll do it. We'll see. We'll see if they let us get the other one. So many skiffs. All the skiffs. Skiff me crazy. Wow, 26 to 35 and not a single mission completed? That seems pretty insane. Is this 2 bases the same for draw 2? I like that, so let's do that. Boom, here, and then we will glorious return trading post to get our draw. And now we need machine cult and a single turn gain things. Machine cult and a single turn gain things. I don't know if we actually can. That's a nice draw. We could have salvaged freighter to the top, maybe, with that draw with the solar instead of just playing it. But I like keeping the salvage operation combined with our commander click here. We have the authority gain. Oh, well, that's an interesting card. I don't think they can get it though, or the chance of them getting it is insanely low. Yeah, we'll just move. We'll move on and see what happens. All right, everybody playing back now. Bunch of players. They don't leave me the skiff. They get skiff, shuttle, fighter. Jeez, I got a bunch of stuff. Machine cult, same faction. Jeez. And 2 or more outposts. None of that is available to us right now. Jeez. They don't have a base. Do we just take a scrap then? Or do we need to free up the row? Like, we could just take the supply bot back in. Lux again? Glutton for punishment. They're just in that queue, man. They are in that queue. I mean, hey, it's a different thing. Doesn't help us with other things, though. We'll have to see. We could put pressure on Cunning Captain. Not that that's really pressure we want to put. Like, we don't really care about the Cunning Captain, but... Jeez, now we got some games. Now some people playing. They playing back. We can probably stop queuing for a bit. All right, kind of an interesting start here. Trader after Imperial Fighter. I think Merc Cruiser's gonna go okay with that. The issue though is that there's some big cards out here. I think we actually might pop a couple Explorers. The double discard might be good like early and kind of annoying, but I don't think it sets us up for late game. So I think going for 2 Explorers there is gonna be better for like trying to set us up for late game. Lieutenant Benji, is this like Benjitron's cousin? Started with the probe, now we hear. Play a blob ship, blob base, 3 of different. Well, we don't have a blob ship or a blob base available. Ships of different is good with the Corvette. That's gonna work really well. Cargo would give us 3 different right from the get-go and set us up. I like that. And then for 2, why not Explorer? That'll be fine. It's still real early in the game. There's some big cards out there. What's going on with your head? I don't know. We're crazy. We're crazy. It's we're crazy out here, man. It's this is my head. This is what I look like. I've taken the mask off. So here we got 5 with the scrap. We got scrap and whoa, we have a nice start here. This is 2 and 3. Oh. Never mind. This is 2 and Savage. 2 Savage. That's a double cutter deck with 2 scrap cards. Holy, that's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. Looks like we might be coming up on the end of a queue here. 43 out of 50. We're moving. We're moving. Okay, so Damon Loloff. So lol. Such lol. Ooh, this is my jam. We're gonna turn this up a little bit. Let's get it going, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing for the 1. Oh, Sidious, holy smokes, all caps. So Lux went from core set to all, ladies and gentlemen. They were on the vanilla in the last one. Now they've gone. They've said screw it. Let's go all format. We need trade fed. So we're actually gonna get super crazy here. Put that on top. Comet to scrap too. How convenient. Man, it's Cutter Central out here these days. How many cutters? Level 12 of Sidious. Interesting combo. They like the command and assault. Going for the multis. Going for the multis. Okay, well, isn't this interesting? I mean, we're popping off here. I like that trade escort. They have Arc. Oh, we're fighting an Arc. Interesting. Count down, set it off. Still Tower has to go. We can't let them get that. There is not a world where we can let that happen. We're gonna go ahead and 5 up here to grab another scrap. We're gonna get rid of the two bigs here. Probably should have taken that war kite. I immediately regret my decision. We can sack this out. We can also sack this out because I don't want them to kill it and then send it into my, they have bases, let's get rid of this. I don't want them to send that into my discard pile. I want that out. Out of here, get out. Now the other question is, do I want to start going into the discards? Given that they have the arc. I think I do. It's kind of a weird buy, but moving towards late game here, ton of authority game for us. A lot of draw, and I think we go on to get them on at least a double if possible. Agumon! We haven't had a game against Agumon in ages. It's all missions too. We got so many missions out here, based for 2 or more factions. Ally abilities from 2 different factions. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. So let's start by taking the Finagle Bagel. We'll bagel it up. We need blob ship and blob base. Wow, that blob wheel just did about everything. I think that thing actually counted for like everything. Holy smokes, that's a great buy. We in. All right, so we already had the different strokes for different folks. 3 ships from different factions, which we are set up to grab on our next go. Ooh, so close. But now we can actually, oh, we have it. Yo, sick, this is why you hold on to the, oh no, we have Glorious Return. Thought we had the salvage operation. That must be in a different game. I thought we did. That must be a different game. Must be a different game. So we need trade fed. We need trade fed, trade fed, trade fed. Could Hagen. They're going green. In a single turn, I think we do take Hagen. I could put a scout on top of the deck. How crazy is that? Actually, we could put the explorer on top of the deck. Hagen good for diversity later? Bingo, 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 bongo. Exactly. Well observed and well said. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I don't think I can neglect Hartman after I've seen its powers. I've seen the powers of Hartman in the early game. And I don't think I can deny my heart any longer. I think this is a draw, so that'll be fine. We flipped Torres, which is kind of a bummer. But 52 to 33. Fortress Oblivion could actually be an option for us here. We could storage silo to get the extra 4, but I don't know if we'd want to. I don't know if we'd want to or not. Wow, that was sick. And that's actually even more disgusting. That's a great series for us against Naruto here. 2 draws and then a cycle shuffler. Wow. Super sick. Super, super sick. You can kind of see the outline of the Jurassic Park on the hat, even in this mode. It doesn't show up on the other side, but you can kind of see the black outline of it. That's cool. Puppy kicker. Cycle shuffler. The new name. Grab 4 for Screecher. Do I want to give them a cutter or trade hauler oh, because they can, never mind. We have to kill that because they have the Mega Mech. I would love a stealth blob world. Is that something that's happening? Have you seen it in your visions? Okay, Lux already grabs one early here. That's unfortunate for us. And then they go crazy. They grab Chancellor Hartman. That's unfortunate. Scrap one, they'll be able to do another one. So we need some damage and we need trade fed. Well, there's our damage. We still don't have trade fed though. It's just not showing up. 3 ships on our bases of the same faction. So we can go red, blue. May take the special ops director so that they can't get... Actually, they probably aren't doing that though, because we have diversify, so they don't. Do they have bases? They probably have the bases. Which presents a problem because they're about to get 2 blob wheels into play. Oh man, we're about to get screwed. gonna be a GG on this one. Holy. All right, well, let's see if we can fight back. We need a Trade Federation base, which we can't get. 3 ships are based of the same faction. Well, we have a little bit of everything, so that's probably gonna be impossible. They have Brain World Blobbot. I think this is basically, this one did not go our way. Interesting. If they get Brain World out, I want to be able to kill it. So let's go ahead and throw... Actually, we can just use... Nope, we don't want to do that. We want to get diversified when we use that. So let's just use this to put... Ram, or do we go Lancer? We'll go Ram, because then we can cycle that out if we need to. Fortunately, that base stays out. Man, that's just game. So savage. Looked like you had 7 with the silo copy. That may have been true. Did I need to use the 7 to buy the 7 costers out there? I think taking the scrap to try to... I think the scrap is more beneficial there. 2 out against Nate. 2, we need 2 or more outposts. We have none. Machine Cult, we have a Machine Cult ship but no base. 3 ships at the base of the same faction. We have 3 different factions. So we're doing really well. Not. Let's go ahead and take the Smuggler for the draw. $46 to 44. Lux hasn't killed us yet. Excellent. They're really, I think they're really excited for this win, though. I think they're really excited for the win. They have bases from 2 or more factions in play. Okay. Blob, so play Blob ship while you have Blob base. We don't have a Blob base yet. 3 ships from different factions. We could still do that. I think the Mega Hauler is going to be a great card here. I think we double pop to get rid of the landing. You can't let them, you can't let the, I think one of the keys with missions is making sure your opponent is like limited on their resources. You leave bases out there, that could start to get kind of crazy. Can't leave too many bases out there. All right, let's see if we can do it. Can we get the stealth tower? No. It's unfortunate. We'll take the 3 for the base because you do have the embassy yacht. Back to our game against Lux, which somehow we are still alive in. It's great. Are they gonna over-scrap? Lost via over-scrapping? Maybe? Do we take diversify right here? And then what do we use it for? I think we do because we just need, we need to. I think we take trade and then we go trade star. We go for yellow. So I have enough to kill both bases. That's a great card to come up for us there. And once again, we just have to make sure that we don't give them any resources. Maybe we can do it. I don't think so, though. I don't think so. Oh, it's gonna be savage. I need another cup of coffee. I'm gonna have to make a fresh batch of coffee, I think. All right, Henry. Hopefully they don't have too many discards there. I think we're gonna be in a discard war. Discard wars are really fun. I can't remember the last time I had a good I can't remember the last time I had a good discard war. Both people are like really scrapped down. All right, what's our last one here? If it's a Trade Federation one, oh, Machine Cult, so close. So we're gonna draw here no matter what. Do we want to use High Priest Lyle to really ensure that we're drawing into this stuff? Do we want to use it with the Blob Bot? And you have a Machine Cult base in play. There's no base to look at. I think we just have to go for natural win here. So let's take the damage for the Blob Destroyer. Let's go ahead and draw in. I think we leave all that out there. We're just looking to try to end that game, so we're just taking damage. We're already 2 missions up and they have 0, so feeling pretty good that we'll be able to take that one. So we're gonna discard a Viper here so we can get the 4 for click. And then we can cycle out, a Viper and send a Viper back into our deck, which is gonna be pretty good. 2 more outposts, Machine Cult, Machine Cult base, which we actually have. So yeah, click seems really great here. Cycle out these cards out of our deck. I think we can get rid of that card. We aren't gonna want that anymore. And now we should have some good cycle. I like that turn. I like that turn. I think that's the best turn I've played tonight. As far as like just having a turn that has a lot of utility and a lot of like vision of the future, if you will, recognizing what's coming down the line. Battle, and then what do we want? What do we want here? I mean, this looks pretty bad. They already got 2 or more bases the same. They probably have 2 or more bases of different, right? We can't kill the fighter base. As it stands right now, that fighter base stays up and we lose. So I think we got to go fishing. What's our fishing capability? We got events, both sets of heroes, and I think we have to go for it. It's not working. Last chance is an event. What would the event be though? There's not an event that just gives more damage. So I think we might just lose here. Let's assume we don't lose. I think we lose, but let's assume we don't lose. I agree, Cranky. That's gonna be a double. That'll be a double scrap. Should have switched to barter for the monopolize. Switched to barter. Was there a barter available at some point? Stellar for dog. We flipped a convoy there, which is really unfortunate. We would have liked to have that convoy. All right, there's Arc. They can get us on 1 discard right now. Eddie into hand is a double. Oh my. Oh, okay. Okay. Time to think. Hats off. Here we go. I think trade escort is what we keep, but the thing that's also has me thinking here is factory world might be the keep as well with the skiff. The reason I'm thinking that instead of the escort is because we need the 2 for the skiff to grab something. If we keep escort, we get the draw, but then we're limited by what we can take by factory world. What we're going to be drawing into here with the discard 3, we're drawing into our options here. Okay, the frigate, stellar ray, probot, imperial fighter, star barge, frigate. Frigate's gonna pop for a draw. Probot would not pop for a draw. Ray is a draw. 4 out of 6 give us a trade. But we have to keep skiff. The goal here would be to try to improve what we got. We got trader, craft, and flagship out on the road. Flagship would be a huge pickup for us. And it feels like that's what we have to go for here. So I feel like machine base, scout, and escort have to go out. Let's wait and see what we draw here. Now we get 2. Maybe taking the trader would have been better for the discard. And then the 4 damage, 6 damage. I think I made a mistake. I think I should have taken the trader after we got the star barge here. Because that would have given us 3 and another draw. 3 and another draw. But then we also would have gotten 4 damage. We wouldn't have gotten as much authority gain. But are we even going to be able to stay alive in this situation? Now for the 2, do we take High Priest? Do we take High Priest, or do we take... Do we just take the lunch break for the draw? Can they use it for something? They can use it for extra damage right there, so... High Priest it is. We can use this for a draw next time on that. Chances are we're going to be able to use that anyway. I feel like maybe we do use this. So if we keep it, we draw into, we're keeping 2 scouts. If we get rid of it, we're only keeping, or I'm sorry, with the 1 scout here. So we have 3 scouts, or we send 2 down. 2 scouts out by using High Priest Law right now, but we would have the Probot, so we could use that for a guaranteed draw. We have 4 Machine Coal cards here, so the chances of us getting a draw that are pretty good. But I feel like we need to hold on to it because we don't know how many discards are going to hit us with. We don't know any of that stuff. The game could very well be over here. So let's keep it for the sake of getting the guaranteed draw. And unfortunately, we do get it anyway. But it doesn't change the fact that I think we keep that because if we have to send machine base out because of discards, that's why we hold on to that. So I kind of like that inclination. 4 up here for the space station seems like a smart buy with the command ship there in the center of the row. Let's go ahead and put the, you know what? I think way more, I think clearer without the headphones on. I think taking the music out of the ears. Central office goes up to discard. Bashinkle, ships or bases of the same, 2 or more outposts. So we're going towards yellow ships. We have Machine Coal, but we don't have the base. So there's the base on the incinerator. Let's take Hagen for a draw here. And 2 there. That's excellent. Okay. So we have quite a few yellow cards to try to get that. Maybe Escort would have been better. I mean, it's very true. Escort might have been better. Yeah, I don't... Feels pretty weird to do that. We're gonna take another base because we do have the embassy out. Yeah, I mean, you might be right. I think that's a tough decision. Maybe you're right, like maybe keeping that and then take security craft for maximizing that, but I think I misplayed that. I think the bigger misplay for me, I really think I should have taken the trader for the discard. I think the extra discard actually was that important. I think I made a mistake on that end. We aren't losing yet in this game, which is crazy. I don't know how. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I mean, I'm just gonna get rid of those. Let's hope they don't complete their last one, whatever it is. I don't exactly know, but somehow we're alive! Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, oh my God, we're alive. We're alive. Okay, back off. How many discards? Please, 0. 0 discards, come on. Okay. Two, 6, 6, 3, 6, 3, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 13. We need to get 7. We have a pretty good shot of drawing into more draw cards, more cards that deal damage. We have to get 22. I forgot about Beacon there. We are dead for sure next hand. So this is it. This is what we got. This is an all format. There are events if we need to go for it. So our first draw here, I think we can play the Stellar Ray for a draw. That seems like a safe play. Do we have anything that's going to be able to top deck or anything? I don't think so. We do have the High Priest Lao for the connection, but we aren't going to need that anymore because they didn't hit us with the discards. They bottom decked the discards. So let's try to see. Perfect. This gives us a safety for machine-based draw. scout hunter flagship, if we only have one scout, if we go scout, bot, skiff, hunter, we'd probably send out the scout and the bot. So if we're guaranteed to get flagship and hunter for 7 and 5 plus a draw, that would need to be 12. Yeah, I think we're screwed no matter what. Now the only hope we have is the arc stays out of the hand. We'd be looking for it's impossible, never mind. It's impossible in this situation for them not to draw all of this. 8, 4, 12, 3, 6, 9, 21, 5, 26, 2, 27. That's game. Yeah, that's game. Oh, that sucks. They get the whole hand. Came so close. They have to discard 2. Hold on, they have to discard 2. Discarding 2 might be clutch. Well, it's down to the gods now. But I think what we do, okay, so here, new spot of thinking on this. We have the discard 2. Do we want them to keep defense center? Like, they probably want to ship defense center, right? If we keep the star market out, do you think they would end up keeping defense center over other options just to heal up and try to survive? In which case we could leave star market? I think we leave. I think we leave star market. I think we heal up for 3 and we cross our fingers. What a rough bit of it. Part of me almost just wants to sit there on that game. Look at this. Everybody made their move. 11 games all made their move. Holy man. It's rough. It's rough. Do we go trading post here? I almost think maybe I should have gotten rid of the gunship so we could have taken a 4 for space station. So they have scrap. They are moving. They have a great deck right now. So we have how do we fight that? We don't have scrap. Sacking out the 4 on gunship would be a bit silly, but it could be like space station post, so we could basically exchange the gunship for space station and post. Space station giving us the same bank idea. We have the hidden base. We're gonna be drawing into at least 6, which would just be continuing to base up. I like that 1. They probably do as well. They're gonna have a lot as well. Hopefully they'll flip us something. Let's hope. Oh, that John Henry game, I can't believe it. Oh, the John Henry game. Two or more outposts. Let's see if we can grab the machine base. Nope. Not for lack of trying. So we need 2 or more outposts. We have 1 outpost. There's not another outpost out here. So let's take the destroyer just for damage. They will have 2 scraps and 3, which would give them cutter or supply. Let's pop the cunning captain to make it so they can only take missile or an explorer. So that'll be just a good way for us to kind of try to control that situation. Oh, so intense, so stressful. That's what I love about figuring that. Those are the matches that I enjoy most when it comes to playing Star Realms. Okay, so this will be interesting. We have the assault pod if we can get to it, just to get the plaza vent out. They clearly have the Trade Federation for Monopolize. Let's draw here. Okay, we'll draw again. And then if we can take... So this is an outpost. 3 ships and or bases of the same faction. Can we Hagen to get crazy? Is there a way for me? So Glorious Return. Oh. Nope, never mind. I don't know why. I was like, oh, Spike Pod, that's yellow. I think we keep the smugglers. See, I can't. They have oh, man. If I risk leaving this, if I risk leaving the beacon right here, then they can get. Then like we can get it with the supply bot next turn. But we run into an issue because they have defense bot. If they get one of these and defense bot in the same turn, oh no, because they have to play defense bot first. So that's not the worst. That's not the worst thing in the world. Let's just leave that. Let's leave it and go crazy. We could actually cycle over to that card though if we wanted to get crazy. They're gonna certainly take it. Yeah, I agree with the bacon for convert, but I'm thinking about getting spicy with it and trying to actually just get convert on next turn if they don't. If they don't take it with defense. They need defense to take that card. Or to take it, to make it worth it. Me leaving it out there, if they're like really like into thinking about it, they would think if I had convert, or convert, however we want to pronounce that, depending on how we want to add the connotation. Let's do convert. Very snaky, exactly, that's like the definition. It's like the definition of snaky. I like it. Yeah, I like it. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bait the cutter for the purchase. We have our draw guaranteed on supply bot. I like it. I like it, Cranky. I'm in. I'm in, man. John, make your move, dude. Freaking me out, man. I gotta close up the stream soon. I need to know how that game's going to gonna end. Okay, Corey Bear has scrap and draw and then 3. We're gonna start with a skiff and see if we can actually just make it so they can't take anything besides explorers. Damn, so close. Yo, Kinnison, see you later, dude. Cheers. It's great to see you, man. Great to see you. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. 3 for Blob Wheel will be okay here. Let's see what we were able to get here. Supply bot Blob Wheel. I'm okay with that opening. That'll be just fine. I'm just waiting for that thing to pop up on the top of the screen here. Okay, so we have Convert, Colonize, and Diversify. You liked Barter? You mean Barter in the one where I was trying to lock them out of taking something low when I was taking the skiff and everything? I can understand that. I think that probably was the play, to be totally honest. But we're feeling frisky. Machine Cult ship. When you have a Machine Cult base, we have no Machine Cult base. They're behind. They don't have any bagels though. No bagels. Is this an all? It is. Let's get crazy. Let's see if we can get them lowered out. I mean, that was just me trying to deny them the things. Oh, there we go. This is what getting crazy gets you, I guess. It gets you drawing into absolutely nothing. Nice. Real nice. Drawing into nothing. They don't have any damage. So we could just keep going crazy if we wanted to. This will be the win condition if we're able to hit that. We can draw or take there. This is 1. 16 up. Leave with 7. No problem. John Henry still has not moved. We're back to our game with Lux, where somehow we're alive. I don't know how we're still alive in the Lux game. They got 2 missions and like immediately. They're scrapping. They're really scrapping out. Potentially over scrap. This is going to be brutal. They're about to do all the bagels. I think that's probably game. They probably had the Star Empire one, and they were just able to basically like buy into it, which is really unfortunate. No Trade Federation base for us at all. 3 ships of the things of the same faction. Well, we have 2 of the same faction. Close. No cigar though. No cigar. I think this one's just over. Let's assume it's not over. If it's a not over. We have the conditions except for the bases. Let's see, trade. We don't have a Trade Federation base. So barter would be the thing we have to take to try to get to that. Up here to 43.35. Some different factions. Okay, so 3 ships for different factions, 7 or more Star Empire. 7 or more in Star Empire is a really nice synergy. So ships from different factions seems to be the first thing we're gonna do. I think Screecher's an excellent card to have in this format. We will really try to get that smuggler. Chances are that thing is off the road though. That thing is probably going into their deck. Man, after finishing so many games earlier, really slowed down to a chug, haven't we? We're moving pretty aggressive here. Firebox, shall we? Hit him with the double. Hit him with the double. Snag the firebox. I love our deck setup here. It's gonna really counter what they're doing as well. Or not counter, but it's gonna fight it pretty straight up. They have a 3 scrap plus bike, firebox plus discard for us. We're moving at least in that direction. Babango. We took Star. Oh, that's right. This is that game. We took Star Market, so I feel like taking another base is a really good idea. Command center or station? Command center or station command center? There's a Falcon over here. Oh, my heart! Hopefully we can get another scrap card. We need some scrap. Looked like if I saw the edge there, we did draw the Star Market. So we'll have 6, 3 scouts, 1 Viper, and then the 3. 8, Poop Farter. Makes it happen. Unfortunate. We have scrap cycle. So actually, not the worst thing in the world. They don't have, they're just on that. I think let's start with fighter and then we'll go into orbital. That's going to be great for us to get that like little base wall up. But it's also going to try to elongate the game and help us get all our scrap out as fast as possible. So that even though they do have that card, command ship only comes up once per deck. It does cycle the deck pretty quick, but it does have a limiting value. And that is that, you know, it's 1 card. 4 for barter? Ooh. I kind of like craft there. The 3 trade ally puts pressure on Star Market kill even without other bases. That's something I've seen you bring up, and I think like in other situations too. And that's a really good point. I wonder if year 1 bases do have that kind of value where you can get pretty savage with them, just leaving them out and using them as like a passive faction. Oh, and then we could have gotten the 3 and 4. Having another base is good though, because that base is gonna give you the thing as well. And then if they kill Star Market, then we don't have any trade value on our second card. And that would be a bummer. Security Craft wouldn't get any value for that 3 trade. We'd just be using it as a 7 authority difference every single time we play it. I don't know if that would necessarily be worth it that early in the game, like before first shuffle, but it certainly wouldn't take us in that direction. We have the scrap early, and they can't really kill it. I think we just take out Viper here. And we could actually go 1. There's 3 out here. I like taking Fortress. Sure. Let's go for the double scrap. We'll let Imperial Frigate do our work for us. So hopefully John Henry makes a move sometime soon, because we are going to have to close up the stream here momentarily. Big ship? Not quite. What do we want to take to the top, though? Coalition Freighter wouldn't be bad. Actually, Coalition Freighter would be great. Does all the things. I should have looked at these first, but... So we are going to get the play 3 ships from different factions to get a draw. So next ship to the top. We could take supply here. Blob ship, blob base. We have blob ship, we don't have blob base. Could take supply here to get even more scrap and go crazy. Go Corvette, go Skiff. Those are things we could take to our discard though. I think this would be a fun card to take right now. All right, so that's there. Scrapped out the world. This would be a draw, and then Skiff is a draw. Could actually Glorious return the Skiff right here for another draw, which would pop us up to 2. Doesn't really help us after that though. 51-51. We really need to get a blob base there. My heart. My friggin' heart. Man! They did discard the defense center. What did they draw? Oh, they drew the traitor. And then they just kept drawing into damage. So we just got unlucky there. What if they had drawn the freighter? Like we actually almost had, like there was a chance. There was a chance we actually win that game. Oh my. Well, now this is getting a little savage. Oh, they're just going crazy now, aren't they? Jeez. Game much? All right, well. Yikes. That's a yikes. It's a yikes. Yeah, no, they got Black Hole, they got Heroes, all sorts of stuff. Somehow we're still alive in this game. I don't know what's going on. Feel like this one we should have been like dead in the water. What was it? 2 missions completed in 8 by turn 8? Okay, let's look at this. Trade Federation, 3 ships or bases of same. So that's why I kept the 2 yellow. Hey! Acquire 2 explorers for free and put them into your hand. Sick. Our last one, we need a Trade Federation base. Guess how many Trade Federation bases are out there? Oh man. So I think we do cycle this. Oh yes, wow. Do we keep CEO to put something on top on our next hand? Or do we just, Death World is a draw and damage. Yeah. I think we do. I think we save it because we need to put the Barter World onto the top. I think we save it. That's our only chance. And then otherwise, I think we take the Death World because that'll just be a draw. But I'm worried about flipping something. We could also just leave the row. The triple discard is super savage. We'll see what happens. I'm very fortunate. It's very fortunate that we are still alive in that game. That's for sure. I think Lux is somebody who actually has stopped by the stream before. So, I don't know. Maybe they're watching the stream. They could be watching the stream. Who knows? I don't check my viewer list. Maybe I should check my viewer list more often. I don't know. We're here just chilling at Blaze. We're playing some games. I thought your discard was your deck when you were flipping. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. I think we get rid of the Viper. Not being able to click our buttons. 3 ships of the same. Well, Glorious Return. We're gonna Glorious Return an Imperial Smuggler. There we go. We landed on it. Okay, and then before I play that, we're gonna get 2 explorers for free. Oh, wait. We were gonna do Beacon. Shh. Oh, I screwed up. Ah! Oh, shoot. Well, now what do I do? Do I Imperial Frigate out? Do I correct my mistake by getting rid of the Imperial Frigate? Oh man, I done goofed. I goofed. Holy. Yo, Lux, what's up, dude? No convert later? Dude, convert's so hard to get. What do you mean? Dude, I'm a crazy person, man. To the top of the deck, let's do Scout to the top. Let's see, we're gonna need 2-3, 2-3 and 1. Actually, let's do